Hi guys, it's Kathy with Single Mom Advice, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about what just recently came to me as sort of a hidden expense. Okay, it's an expense and maybe you recognize it as such. I've been overlooking it all these years, so I thought I'd just bring it up, point it out, so that you can think about it a little differently. Okay, as you're doing your monthly budget review, and again, these are all of the expenses we're going to talk about in this video are monthly. And you are listing the types that you want to pay. And we all have the bulk of these. This is just an example, but we have electric, water, power, phone, cable, things like that, right? So as you look at and capture each one of these at the beginning of the month, and you estimate or know how much it's going to be that month, and you're making out your list. These are some general numbers that I grabbed so that we'd have some figures to work with. But what I want you to think about is that for each of these items, there's a service that you get. Okay, you get something from these items, and so you're incurring the expenses, you're paying for that, and you're using those items. Usually, they're consumable. So let's take a look at those one at a time. What you get when you pay your electric bill. So here we have Florida Power and Light or Lee County Electric Co-op. You get electricity, right? You get power. Water and sewer, you get those services. When you pay your rent, you're paying for your housing, right? And all the things that your landlord pays for included in that. Phone, data, text, those are usually all together these days. You're getting communication ability, you're getting news, you're getting entertainment. There are apps that you can use, right? When you put that together with your cable, your Wi-Fi, all of those provide these types of things that we enjoy quite a bit. You pay your minimum credit cards. Now, a lot of people say I pay more than just my minimum, and that's good. But for today's exercise, I want to show you that what I've done in this example is combined 3 credit cards. There's 3 quantity credit cards. The minimums on those collectively are in this example the $257. So keep that in mind, okay? You've got a car payment and then food and fuel. And in this example, with all these expenditures for this month, $2,664 would be your total, okay? And backing up to the credit cards for what you get, hopefully these are non-consumable items of value. Are they really? Is that what we use our credit cards for? We use them to eat out and put gas in our car and things like that, right? So, and then for your car, of course, you get transportation. There's freedom that comes with that, the ability to go to work and a lot of different things. But basically, you're paying, that's the category, transportation. Food and fuel is sustenance, right? All those things kind of tie together. Regarding the hidden expenses in each of these categories, there really aren't any. They are the expense, right? Okay. There's not an asset in here. If you want to talk in those terms, you're not buying part of the power company. You're just paying for that service that you're expending. Okay. You're consuming until, and let me move my camera around a little bit, until we get to your credit cards. So in the example given, as I mentioned before, there's 3 quantity, total of 257. These were just the minimums I took, okay? And here, and I color coded them, I kind of broke them down. So card number 1 has a $77 minimum that you figure up in your monthly bills. You say, oh, I've got to pay Citi or whoever $77. That's the minimum I need to pay. And then your second card, let's say it's JCPenney, $55 is your minimum. And then $125 on your next card, and let's say it's Discover. What you don't see here is the breakdown of how much you're paying, because to you, that's your expense, right? For your credit card, to pay on your credit card, that's your expense for the month. Except that $50 of, in this example, in the first card, is just interest. 48 of the 55 of this payment is going to interest. 75 of the 125 that you're paying is just interest. So of these 3 cards, of those minimum payments, you're getting nothing, right? So in this category, what do you get? I mean, it's time. You are literally paying for the use of the money on those cards for things that you've already purchased. So let's say you're a good little consumer and what you bought with that was, I don't know, something that your kid gave you that you had to pay for. Suddenly, he blew out his tennis shoe or something and he needs a new pair. And you went out and you charged it, let's say, okay? So the shoes are being paid down at $27 a month in this card. $8 here, $7 here. Do you see what I'm saying? You're giving away and getting nothing tangible back for, in this scenario, out of $257 of your money that you've already been taxed on. So you earned it first, you taxed it, okay? And now you're giving away $173 of the $257 to an institution, to a bank, to a credit card company. So I want you to think of it in those terms. I want you to get really disappointed, upset. Put this in a not your friend category, okay? This is not something that's providing you with any of these things that you need, okay? So does it provide a service? Yes. Is this really how you want to spend your money? No. Okay. So when you think about expenses that you're incurring, and we take the time to cut coupons on our food sometimes, right? What else? We buy the cheapest fuel, maybe not the best for our vehicle, but we buy the cheapest fuel. We think about ways to save a little bit here and there, don't we? Shut the lights off. My dad worked for Florida Power & Light for forever. We didn't leave a room without turning the lights off. So we think about ways to reduce our monthly expenses until we get here. So I want you to think about, how can I reduce this? This is a very tangible thing that you can do to give yourself money next month. I would like to give myself that $173. What do I have to do to give myself that money back every month? Okay, so I want you to look at it as an opportunity to be able to keep more of what you're earning, all right, and spend it on something more fun than giving it to the bank, because it's a good chunk. So for the little peeps like me and you that struggle and are paying attention, just wanted to point that out. To me, that's really a hidden expense that I don't like to pay. I don't want to pay. So hopefully you don't want to pay it either. And you can think of how to go about best attacking this and getting rid of it and only paying for things that you're actually using. So I hope this helps make you think about things a little bit, get the juices flowing. Hopefully it helps. Thanks so much.